Subject: Jason Mercer. Dear authorities, this note contains important information regarding the patient Jason Mercer at St. Valentine's Hospital. Jason Mercer is a 37-year-old man who has recently been admitted to our hospital. He is undergoing treatment at St. Valentine's Hospital, but we do not have complete information about his condition and treatment. More information is needed about his personal and medical history. Based on our observations at the hospital, we would like to highlight some important points about Jason Mercer. Jason is an extremely mysterious and introverted individual. He struggles to communicate and often appears to be withdrawn into his own inner world. During his time at the hospital, Jason has been observed experiencing hallucinations and occasionally dissociating from reality. This raises serious concerns about Jason's mental health. We do not have clear information about why and how Jason came to hospital. He has not provided any explanation during our conversations with him. It is imperative that Jason Mercer's treatment and observation process be closely monitored. Additionally, strict adherence to hospital security protocols is essential. We request further investigation to obtain more information about Jason Mercer and his treatment. Sincerely, Nikolai Petrovich. From the early hours of the morning, the influx of patients and visitors began. However, the day started off like any ordinary day until those strange phone calls arrived. At 10:30, the main phone rang with a call from the number 2120. Initially, I thought it might be a routine call from a patient or visitor, but there was no sound. Only silence and a strange static noise could be heard. I waited for a while, but there was nothing on the other end. A few minutes later, a second call came from the same number, and this time, strange noises could be heard. I started to feel a bit concerned and decided to record the calls and report them to the security department. However, when the third call came, I was met with an even more alarming situation. The caller was speaking incoherently, and their tone was unsettling. I immediately informed the security department and continued to keep records of the incoming calls. I found myself alone with the painful thoughts that I struggled to put on paper. The echoes of my daughter still intoxicate my soul, and I feel the need to empty myself by writing these lines. Her laughter was the only light that illuminated my world of gray, even if just a little. But life played a cruel game to steal that light away from me. What I did was not intentional. Confronting the truth from time to time, reflecting on what I have done and what I couldn't do, feels like an earthquake shaking my core. Maybe you can't understand. Perhaps no one will read these lines. But you should know that it wasn't my choices, but the circumstances beyond my control that led me down this path. My writings are nothing more than a desperate scream within myself. Even if no one reads these words, writing brings some relief. Perhaps within these pages I am a lost soul, but maybe one day, these expressions will leave a mark where I got lost. That day was another nightmare. I experienced one of the darkest moments of my life. My wife, the most precious part of my life, slipped away tragically in a car accident. The sound of the collision, the shattered glass, even remembering them pains my heart. In that moment, time stood still, and everything was dragged into a sudden, dark void. But the pain didn't end there. My daughter became paralyzed as a result of the accident. Witnessing her trying to cling to life every day, yet failing, shatters my heart even more. I raised her with my own hands, embraced her with love, and now it feels like I've taken her life with my own hands. I couldn't be a good father. Every day I question why I've brought such pain to my family. Perhaps writing these lines can somewhat alleviate the destruction within me. But right now, I feel like a lost, shattered soul. My daughter, my little angel, was dependent on life support in her hospital bed, and facing this reality was becoming increasingly difficult with each passing day. I didn't want it. No, I didn't want her to breathe in this dark world. I didn't want to condemn her to this life of pain and sorrow. Yet every day the sounds of the machines tethered to her tired body were shattering my heart. The turmoil within me, alongside the pain of feeling like a parent, was shaken by the desire to do what was best for her. Perhaps shutting off these machines would be the best decision for her. But making that decision was deepening the cracks I had created within myself. I didn't know what to do. All I knew was that I wanted an end to my daughter's suffering, and maybe making this decision could be one final gift for her. This was exactly what I wanted to do to myself. I wanted to kill myself in this way countless times, but I chose to surrender. I'm here now, all alone. Doctors diagnosed me with severe anxiety and depression. I'm taking my medication regularly now. I aim to heal. I didn't want to lose my daughter. Her cheerful laughter was the only light illuminating my world along with my wife's. My wife died because of me. I didn't want my daughter to endure that pain after the accident. While thinking about what I could do to protect her, I thought the silent call book could be a hope, but I summoned an unknown entity. A vague connection was established between us, and sometimes I see it. I surrendered eventually to avoid harming people. The diary makes me feel better, but I keep repeating stories with the same ending. It's time to end this cycle and start a new page.